What we have today is the alliance of those who believe in our great Judeo-Christian tradition. We have no better friends in the world than our Christian friends. And I want to thank each of you for your friendship. And it's no accident that in Israel, that's the only place in the Middle East where Christians are free to practice their faith, complete religious freedom for all, and especially for Christians who are constantly under attack in the Middle East. Constantly. You know, at the beginning of the 20th century, the Middle East had 20% of its population was Christian. It's down to 4% today, including in the city of Bethlehem, that used to be predominantly Christian, it's down to 20%. And what we want to do in Israel is to continue to guard the religious freedom of all. And our Christian friends recognize this, and they appreciate that for this reason as well. So thank you. Thank you for your solidarity, always. And I think it's also an important fact that you mentioned, Michael, that with the pictures that flashed on the screen for a minute, it's important to understand that Jewish political Zionism would not have been possible with the 19th century Christian Zionism that preceded it, and in fact helped steer the course of modern Zionism. It's a fact that when Herzl spoke at the beginning, I think in 1903 in London, his greatest supporters were Christian Zionists, including Lloyd George, including Balfour and others. So there is an intimate relationship between Christian Zionism and Jewish Zionism, and one helped make the other possible. I think that today we have a common cause not only to protect Christians and Yazidis and Muslims and Jews, obviously, everywhere, but to protect our view of a civilization that guarantees individual rights, guarantees democracies, guarantees individual freedom. These are the elements that guide us. What does Israel stand for? Freedom. Freedom. The freedom of a nation that reemerged from the ashes and from exile. The freedom of people to speak their mind. The freedom of people to practice their faith. This is what we stand for. Now those who oppose us, which you mentioned, the new anti-Semitism, I think the best way to fight them is not merely to speak the truth, but also to expose these delegitimizers. Who do they stand with? Who do they stand with? They stand with Hamas, who shoots people in the back of the head in the square in Gaza. They stand with Daesh, who beheads people. They stand with Iran, the great protector of human rights. This is who they stand for. And I think that too has to be exposed. It's not only defense, it's also offense. And I would say, from my experience in everything, offense first. Offense first. Delegitimize the delegitimizers. You should do that everywhere, in the campuses, in the media, and here. So I welcome the opportunity to speak to the Friends of Zion. I welcome the opportunity to speak to our Christian friends.